one more big take for today. Texas A&M looking like they could be the real deal. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say that about everybody, but going into South Bend on the road, everybody's been questioning Marcel Reed. Marcel Reed looked good. And them boys is 3-0 on the year. I know they don't want to get too high, too low, but they off to a great start. My concern lies with Notre Dame. Everybody's gonna talk about the snap and the hold and everything like that, and them missing the PAT. That ain't really the issue. The issue was y'all couldn't stop Reed, and y'all couldn't stop Mario Carver. That boy went off 7 catches, 207 in a tub. They didn't have no answers, and this is supposed to be a veteran-led secondary for the most part. And they didn't have the answers today. And then when we look at the stats and everything like that, right? Look at Le'Veon Moss. He was able to run the rock at a high level, right? 80 yards. There's only 4 yards per carry, but he had 3 touchdowns. So I like how they stay consistent with their running game. More teams should take a page out of the Mike Elko, out of the Texas A&M book, the Aggie book, of them running the football consistently. Because some teams would quit after a while. They don't. They keep it consistent with their backs, and I love that. Now, look, Reed didn't have the best completion percentage game, but he made the big throws down the field when he needed to, right? And he took advantage of those opportunities when they presented themselves and really lit them up. And you got to credit Kevin Concepcion and obviously, like I said, Mario Craver, what his ability after the catch. That what makes him potent. That what makes him dangerous. The shallow crosses, the digs. He looked really good today. But for Notre Dame, it's a little concerning. You did run the ball better, though. Give credit to Jeremiah Love. 94 yards and a touchdown. Give love to Jadarian Price, who also had a pretty big game. But what hurts out of this loss is your defense couldn't stop Texas A&M, and then 2, your playoff hopes, right? They might be done. Like, it's unfortunate, but you legit got to win out. And this schedule don't help you, right? Boise State was supposed to be a team, group of 5 again, and get back there, right? They've struggled a little bit. They lost to USF early on in the season. So what's your confidence level in them in order to, be able to be, a resume-defining win? Purdue, no. Like, that doesn't help you. Arkansas, potentially, but Arkansas already has a loss on the year. Like, how good is Arkansas really? The big game that might help you out a lot, and you got to hope, is going to be at USC at 7:30 on October 18th. USC is 3-0 on the year. So you got to hope Maava, you got to hope Jacoby Lane, Malachi Lemon, you got to hope those guys continue to ball out for USC. If they're ranked, you know what I'm saying, and they're undefeated going into that matchup in about another month or so, that could help you out a ton, right? And you can win that game and win out. But the schedule is too light, right? Navy, that game's not going to help you. At Pitt, you better hope Pitt continues to win football games at a high level, but that game could maybe help you as well. But Syracuse, no, or Stanford, right? So your schedule doesn't help you, and you're independent. You're not really in the conference, so things like that hurt you, especially with those 2 early losses to really good opponents, right? Now, the good thing is you didn't get your butt whipped, right? They came down towards the end, and the team made one or 2 more throws. So that does help you. But you're going to have to win out, and you're going to have to hope USC is ranked at that time, and you're going to have to hope that Pitt is a formidable opponent when you play them. So playoff hopes definitely, not in a good spot right now for Notre Dame. You're going to have to find a way to figure it out defensively, and your quarterback, he threw an interception today, but I think he's continuing to get better. I think he's continuing to make the throws, the phase on, Malachi Fields, and get him more acclimated with this offense. He's leaning on his tight end, Reardon, who had 4 catches for 85 yards today. So he's leaning on the things he needs to lean on in order to be good, and I think that helps in the future. But yeah, you're going to have to win out if you're Notre Dame, and you're going to have to hope USC is going to be ranked in a quality team when you play them on October 18th.